who is the same in honour and dishonour, and the same to friends and foes, who has given up all initiative of action, he is said to have risen above the modes. A person who is gunatit beyond the three modes of nature is the same in honour and dishonour, and is the same to foes and friends, has given up all initiative of action, and has no egotism of being the doer. I spoke about initiative of action earlier in the Gita. A person who is like this and is said to have risen above the three modes and can be called gunatit, beyond the three modes of nature. The first quality mentioned in this verse is that he is the same in honour and dishonour. He does not change. He is also the same to friends and foes. One can say here that from the perspective of a gunatit, a person beyond the three modes of nature, there can be no friends or foes. A gunatit person beyond the three modes of nature does not consider anyone to be his friend, and a gunatit, a person beyond the three modes of nature, does not consider anyone to be his foe. Both are the same to him, but why does he become the same? When does he need to show the sameness? It is so the person in front of him can understand him. A person who is gunatit beyond the three modes of nature does not consider anyone to be his friend or his foe, but the people around him consider him to be there as a friend or the foe according to their understanding, feelings or emotions. Not everybody can become a gunatit, and therefore when they feel like this, then they understand that such a person has a feeling of friendliness towards him, and another person has a feeling of enmity towards him. The gunatit, the person beyond the three modes of nature, understands everything that is in another person's heart and in the other person's mind, but he does not change his behavior towards these people. He does not think that this person is my friend and therefore I should behave with him in this way. It is not like that. He does not get attraction or repulsion towards anyone. He thinks that, does this person consider me to be his foe? It does not matter. When he understands more tomorrow, then he will behave with me in a nice way. This is how he thinks. His behavior remains the same. If a mother has two children and one child serves his mother a lot, whereas the second child does not serve his mother, then the mother has the same feeling towards both children. The scriptures go even further than this. Swami Ramsukdas writes that the sameness is there, but if you look at it everyday life, then when a friend or foe come in front of a person who is gunatit, beyond the three modes of nature, then you feel as if the person who is gunatit is doing the foe a favour and that he is doing injustice to the friend. This is how you would feel. If you stand from outside, then you feel as if he's doing injustice to his friend and he's not giving any importance, whereas he's giving a lot of importance to the foe. Is he trying to look after him? No. But the person who is gunatit beyond the three modes of nature makes sure the other person does not get sad because of the other person's feeling towards him, and that is why he behaves in such a nice way towards his foe. This is the level of a person who is gunatit, beyond the three modes of nature. This is how he thinks. This is because when we criticize someone, when we make efforts to make somebody sad, and when we have enmity towards someone, then who knows whether it makes a difference to the other person or not, but it makes a difference to us at that moment. And a person who is gunatit beyond the three modes of nature has so much divine feelings that the agony and pain that is in his heart because of the feelings of enmity towards me should not be there, and that is why I behave with him in a nice way. This is just as if there is a cultured son and an uncultured son. When you see a mother in society, then who does the mother look after the most? The mother looks after the uncultured son more. The cultured son often says that, "Mother, I'm so good and I do everything in the right way, yet you still do not look at me." The mother says that, "Son, you're good and that is why there's no need to look at you. But I do need to look after your brother." In the same way, if you often look at the behavior of the person who is gunatit beyond the three modes of nature, then you feel that you should not help him because he does so many things to his friends. Yes, the person who is gunatit is the same to his friends and foes. And you can also categorize friends and foes into first those who have come without a feeling of selfishness and who have come to do something, and second, those who have come to make you do something. If we try to look at it spiritually, then the person who has come to do something is a friend, and a person who has come to make you do something is a foe. Two types of people go to God. One type of person says that, "God, I have performed satkarma, divine acts, and I have come to surrender them to you." And the second type of person says that, "God, I've done some wrong things, a few wrong things, so please hide them." The second type of person has come in order to make God do something. Both types of people go to a person who is gunatit, but one type of people go to us, "What can we do for you? We do not want anything from you, we just ask to do something for you," and these are friends. And a second type of people will go with the attitude that how can we make this person fall? How can we attain this from this person? Or how can we do this to this person? Or the second type of people go with the selfish feelings, or how can we make this person do this for us? These people have only come for a reason. Does a person who is gunatit beyond the three modes of nature not know about this? He realizes that one person is his friend and has these feelings towards him, whereas the other person does not have feelings towards him. He immediately realizes, but when he realizes, his behavior does not change. If you look at it ordinarily, then it is very tempting to change your behavior. It is very easy to change behavior. It is very natural to change your behavior. But a person who is gunatit beyond the three modes of nature does not change his behavior. And that is why often the people who stay close to a person who is gunatit beyond the three modes of nature often misunderstand him. They think that we're doing so much for him and nothing is happening for us, whereas these people are not doing anything for him and so much is happening for them. People feel like this. One has to be very careful. This is because the perspective of a person who is gunatit beyond the three modes of nature and the perspective of a great soul is very deep. A person who is gunatit beyond the three modes of nature is the same to friends and foes. A person who is gunatit beyond the three modes of nature has given up all aram, initiative of action. He has absolutely no egotism of being the doer. Such a person is said to have risen above the three modes. I have spoken about the word aram, initiative of action, earlier in the Gita. Such a person can be called gunatit beyond the three modes of nature because he is said to have risen beyond above the three modes. The word uchate is used meaning it is said. Arjun's third question was, Lord, how can one become a person who is gunatit beyond the three modes of nature? Arjun's first question was, what are the qualities of a person who is gunatit beyond the three modes of nature? And God gave the answer to this. Arjun's second question was, what is the conduct of a person who is gunatit beyond the three modes of nature? And God gave the answer to this. And now God will give the answer to Arjun's third question. How can one become a person who is gunatit beyond the three modes of nature? And how can one attain these qualities? God will give the answer to this in the next verse, the 26th verse.